Welcome, everyone. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Let's sit tall. Let your palms rest on your lap. And if you need any support behind you, like a wall or a piece of furniture, or maybe the back of a sofa or something that helps you feel a little bit more relaxed into the seat and also allows you to keep the length, the height of your spine towards the skies, then do so, add anything needed. Invite the tops of your legs to move down with gravity. So let them relax and become a little heavier. And the very base of your body, the parts that are touching any support, allow them to spread and root, being pulled down by gravity towards the center of the earth. We invite the eyelids to softly move down. And as we enter the practice, give yourself a moment to first acknowledge any sounds around, noises in the room you are in, anything happening. And then let's move from the outer to the inner, bringing your attention to your body sitting, the sensations arising that you may discover as you become more still. We are going to try and invite our bodies to become a platform for our energetic rhythms to flow. So we let the thoughts, the sensations, the emotions flow freely. And we move from those passing, momentary, temporary things slowly in with the gaze, moving down towards the heart center and allowing those temporary things to be there in the periphery. The more we dive in, the more we connect with that place in us that is steady, that's not affected by the ever-changing things around us. And we are able to create a relationship, a connection with that center, which is lit up with our own wisdom, with the opportunity to listen to ourselves, to our bodies, as a way to release or move away from suffering towards our truth, towards peace, joy, ease. Let's bring our palms together and let the thumbs rest right in front of the heart center, the solar plexus, and invite that center to lift into your thumbs, relaxing the shoulders down, inviting the shoulder blades to slide down your back, and taking a moment here to perhaps dedicate your practice to someone, maybe someone you admire, you cherish, or whoever may be in need perhaps of your energy and your practice. If you choose to also set an intention for the journey, give yourself a moment to visualize that and even see yourself moving through the practice, being that intention. Whenever you're ready, let's connect head down to the hands and the heart. Then releasing the palms slowly, lifting the head, opening the eyes. Welcome again. Thank you for being here. Let's go on to our mats and we are going to practice. So the first thing that we are going to do today is to start by coming into a modified child's pose. This modified child's pose will be with the legs together. So I'm coming like if I would go into the child's pose, but my inner legs are coming towards each other. And I'm going to also change the position of my arms. So usually when we go to child's pose, we let the arms go forward. In this one, I'm going to try and keep my hands holding my feet. But before you do that, you need to check if your forehead easily touches the floor or the mat. If it doesn't, you will need to add either a block or a blanket or a pillow so you have a support underneath and it doesn't feel like you're falling over, okay? So I'm holding with my hands my feet. I'm releasing the forehead down. I'm going to get out of that so you can hear me, but you stay in that position and we're going to try and take between 3 and 4 breathing cycles where you use a lot of, I'm going to say, awareness, so you can really use a long inhalation through the nose and send that prana, that energy all over your body. And then with the exhale, releasing, kind of like dropping a little deeper down with gravity to earth. And then again, inhaling, noticing where the breath is going. Maybe you can feel it more in the abdomen, moving into your thighs, perhaps in your lower back, the kidneys. And we add one more, releasing the head, release your shoulders. Good, then from there, you don't need to look at me because it's very easy. The only change that I'm going to do from this is that I'm going to send my arms out like a T letter, and I'm going to extend through my fingertips away right from my shoulders as far as I can go. And I'm just going to stay there and again take 3 breaths. And in these 3 breaths with the arms out to the sides like a T letter, I'm trying to access a little bit of more of the thoracic spine. So I'm trying to breathe behind the chest a little more, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling long and steady through the nose. And then again, inhaling. Create that relationship with your breath where you can follow, you can see it. Good, and then we are going to add another variation to this, the last one. In this one, I'm going to send my arms overhead, extending the arms as far as I can go. Again, letting the forehead be relaxed down into my support or just the mat. And I'm walking my fingertips again away from my shoulders, feeling the stretch on the sides of the trunk all the way to the hips. Breathing in and out a couple of times. Softening the skin in the face. Good, and then slowly from there, we are going to lift towards the tabletop. But what I'm going to do here is now to widen my knees, like if I wanted to go to the real child's pose. And from here now, we are going to take a little flow or sequence. Very simple. It's like the cat-cow, but a little bit modified. So I'm going to start from being almost in a child's pose with my sitting bones down. And from there, I'm going to slide forward with my hands and come towards the cow pose, which is when we arch. You can see my body, right? So I'm lifting the heart, I'm sending the shoulders back. And then with the exhale, I'm coming back and rounding a little bit towards a seat. You see how my upper back now is rounded. And again, inhaling and sliding, coming towards that cow shape, shoulders back, chin up a little, And then exhaling, rounding like the cat pose, drawing the belly in. Again, let's go. Inhaling towards that cow, arching, extending the front spine. Exhaling, rounding into the cat. One more. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, we round. Beautiful. From here, I'm coming back towards the regular tabletop. So I'm going to move my knees until they are under my pelvis. My wrists are right under my shoulders. And from here, now we're going to add a little bit more of a zigzagging action so we can also open a little bit of the side body and the hips and feel the sensations there. So I'm playing a little bit with some circles with the pelvis, moving my shoulders side to side, drawing the belly in, and moving in different directions just to unhook or unstuck the spots that feel icky. Sometimes you can feel like snapping sounds or maybe clicking, and that's normal because maybe if you are in a position for quite a while in the same one, then that's usual to happen, okay? So I'm trying to move a little bit of my thoracic spine, my abdominal area, my hips, and legs a little bit also. Good. A little bit more of that. I'm switching also to the opposite side, maybe taking the hips back towards the heels and back forward. Good. And then we return towards the tabletop. This time I'm going to draw the abdomen in, pushing the mat away and lengthening the front spine. So in this shape, I want to lengthen my heart away from my belly, so I create length in the front body. And from there, first I'm going to send my right leg back with my toes pressing onto my mat. And I'm pushing through my right heel, again lifting the abdomen. I'm drawing also my shoulder blades like right down, like not down, but I'm trying to hug the back of my chest so they are not completely popped out. They are more like, they are not compressed, but they are hugging the back of my chest, okay? And now I want us to really activate that right leg by lifting the muscles or the flesh of that right leg into the bones. Good. From there, I'm going to lift that right leg a little higher, firm the hips into the midline, and send the left arm forward. Move those left fingertips away from your body, same as your right heel. We'll inhale here, and with the exhale, elbow to knee, bring them together. And then again, inhale, exhale. 3 more, inhale, exhale. One last. Good, now I'm going to re-extend, bend the right knee, send the left hand behind you to catch the foot, and see if you can push the foot into the hand for a moment, opening the chest, draw the sacrum in, lift the chest up. Good, then re-extend, and bring everything down. Good, shake it a little. Good, again, we reset, lifting the abdomen, lengthening the heart away from the navel. And from there, I'm going to send my left foot back. I'm pressing into the base of my toes, pushing the heel back. And I'm trying to not over round my upper back. I'm letting my shoulder blades hug the back of my chest. Good, and then from there, I'm going to first hug the muscles of my left leg into my bones. So I'm contracting those front muscles to activate that leg a little more, the quads. And then I'm lifting the leg up. Right arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Last one. Re-extending. Bend the left knee, bring that right hand behind, catch the foot if you can. If not, you can put the hand on your hip, Push the foot into the hand, opening up a little. Exhale, release. And we bring everything down. Good. Take a deep breath in to create that cow shape again. And a big exhale for the cat. Good. We come back to the center. And I'm going to add another one for the hips. So in this one, I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to extend it again towards the back of my mat. And from here, I'm going to go tap with your toes onto the right side. And then bring that right leg all the way over to the left and tap the toes behind the left leg. And again, touch to your right and then go to the left. Again, touch to the right and then to the left. Two more. Belly up, lengthen the heart forward. Last one. And we return to center. Last one. I'm going to switch sides. Now we go with the left. First, I'm going to take my leg out to the side. Belly up. First we send it back, and from there we are going to the left, and then back to the right. And again. 3 more. Trying to firm the hips into one another. Last one. Back to the tabletop. Shake it a little. Good. And from here, we are going to go up to downward facing dog. I'm going to move my knees a few inches behind my hips. I'm going to grab my mat instead of having my hands the usual way. So I'm going a little wider than the usual, grabbing my mat from behind, from the sides. And then I'm going to tuck my toes all the way to the sides of my mat also, so I get a big, wide downward facing dog. From here, I'm starting to push the mat away to lift the sitting bones up. Push the floor, the mat with your hands. Drop the neck and the head. Then draw the ribs in, the pelvic floor up. And as you relax through the head, make your sitting bones tall and your sacrum go super high. Inhale here. Keep the knees bent for a moment so you can send the chest close to your thighs. Then draw the ribs in again and hugging the front thigh muscles into your bones. Send the heels towards the back of your mat. It doesn't matter if they are not touching. Just lengthen the energy from the center of your heels down to the earth. Lift the inner arches. Spread the toes as much as you can. Relax the head. Good. And then slowly walk your feet towards each other so they are a little closer, and walk your hands back. Once you get towards the back of your mat, bend your ankles, bend your knees. We are also bending the hips. So everything 1, 2, 3. And from there we drop the head, the torso, hands should be close to the floor so you can bend the knees more if you need. Let the head be super heavy. Gravity pulling it down. Good, and then put your hands onto your hips, pressing through the center of your heels and the base of your toes. Lengthen the heart forward, send the shoulders back, and we come all the way up to standing. Good, I'm going to mirror you guys from here. Feet stay hip distance apart, lift the inner arches again, press through the center of the heels. We inhale, we send the arms up overhead. With your right hand, catch your left wrist, pull, and tilt towards your right. Send the ribs up towards the ceiling. Push evenly into the outer edges of your feet as you lift the inner arches. Inner legs are active. We inhale, we come back to center. Exhale, switch, left hand grabbing the right wrist. Again, press through the base of the toe, center of the heels, lift up that left side, sorry, right side, and bring it towards the left. Ribs again, going up towards the skies. Then inhale, coming back to center. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Keep the thighs toned towards your bones. Keep the heels active, lifting through the inner arches. We take Utkatasana, the chair shape. I'm trying to bring my sitting bones low. It's like if I'm sitting onto a stool or a chair, drawing the belly up, opening the heart, and then see if you can bring your arms to the cactus shape to create more opening in the front. Good. A little bit lower. Draw the navel up towards the sternum. One more breath. Good. Then slowly inhale. Exhale and release. Beautiful. We were at the back of the mat, if I don't remember wrong. So from here, we'll go again, inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold into Uttanasana. Inhaling, we lengthen halfway. And with the exhale, folding, walk yourself into a regular downward facing dog, finding the position that you need for your hands with a little bit of a spin of the fingers towards the sides of the mat, pushing again the sacrum up to the ceiling, external rotation in the upper arm bones, drawing the abdomen up, ribs down. And from here, we'll add a little more. Inhaling, draw the navel in and round a little bit into the upper back to come towards plank. Hips, shoulders in the same plane. Draw the thighs up. Exhale to downward facing dog. And again, inhaling, plank pose. Exhaling to downward facing dog. One more. Inhaling. This time you can use your knees first if you need to come all the way down. Good. Bring your fingertips right outside your mat. Pressing through the fingertips, roll the shoulders back, extend through the legs, press the feet down. Inhaling to cobra pose. Draw the navel up. Exhale. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes. We go up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Gaze forward, bend the knees, hollow your belly. Step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, lengthen, opening the heart. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, arms up, overhead. And with the exhale, we fold again. Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down. Inhaling, arms up overhead, hook your thumbs. Extend through the sides. Opening the chest. Good. Let the hips come forward a little. Keep lengthening through the sides. Heart moving up and back. A little bit of more opening here in the chest. Then we get back to the center. Exhale, hands towards the heart. Good. From here, keep the left hand onto your left hip. Tone the hips into one another. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale your right arm up. Now we're going to exhale and go towards the left. So I'm creating a side opening of the right towards the left. And after I have that, I'm going to keep going a little more to hook that right arm outside the left leg. Good. Now, when I have that, if you can touch down, you touch down. If not, maybe you add a block there. I'm going to tuck the back toes, tone the inner leg, send that left hip back, and see if you can lift the right knee off the mat. Option here to send the left arm up. Hug that left hip towards the back of your mat, Opening the chest and the belly towards the left. Good. Release that left hand. Bend the right knee, bring it down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up overhead, hold the thumbs. Extend through the sides. Exhale, left foot comes forward and fold. Press through the feet. Inhale all the way up. Coming back to Tadasana. Release the arms. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Second side. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Exhale, left leg back, left knee comes down. We inhale, we hook the thumbs. Perhaps the opposite one, if you remember. Extend through the sides here. Draw the sacrum down, hips in. And then we're going to let the hips shift forward to open a little bit more through the upper body, up and back. Good. We return to center, hands to the heart. Firm the hips into one another, the inner thighs to the center, right hand to the right hip. I'm going to tuck my back toe so I can lift the back knee after. Inhale, left arm up. Good. Firming the hips into the center of the pelvis, bring that left side over to the right. And then keep that and hook that left arm outside the right leg. Once I get there, I keep sending my right hip back, belly in, chest up. And then, if you can, you bring that right arm up. Keep spinning the chest up to the ceiling. Option to lift the left knee, toning that left leg, sending the right hip back, head back a little. Then slowly release right hand, bring the left knee down. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. One inhalation here, opening up. Exhaling, right foot forward and fold. Pressing to the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling to center. Good, and release. Good, another deep breath in here. Resetting. Notice your Tadasana, the energy coming from underneath. Pull it up into your heart. Good, let's go from here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, we go to downward facing dog. From here, we inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhaling, right leg goes up and back. Right knee comes to the chest. Push the mat, lift up the knee towards the nose. Re-extend, right leg up and back. Right foot in between the hands, tone the legs in between to one another. Press into the right big toe mound. Lengthen the spine. Firm the hips in. And then we come up to the high lunge. Good, bending the front knee, sending the right hip back, tone the left leg. Good, we're going to bend the left elbow, putting the hand behind the chest. Right hand catches that left elbow and brings it in. Head towards the hands or the arms, so we keep the chin off the chest. Lengthen the sides, opening here. One breath, we try to go towards the right. Side opening again. Back to center. Release the arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Left knee, sorry, to the chest. Push the mat, lift that knee up. Reset left leg up and back. Left foot forward. Tone the inner legs. Lengthen through the front spine. Firm the hips in. We come up. Crescent lunge. Good. Bend the right elbow. Left hand catching the elbow, bringing it in. Bend that front knee. Lift from the front up. Tone that back leg. Send the left hip back. Then tilt to your left just a little. One breath. Back to center. Chin off the chest. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhaling plank. Exhale. We come all the way down. This time we're going to send the arms behind. Lace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, extend the arms first. Press through the tops of your feet just to settle here. Sacrum long. Good, and then bringing those shoulder blades in and down. Take a little bit of courage and we go a little further up. Sacrum in, tone those legs. Extend through the legs and the feet. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Up we go, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale. Let it go through the mouth one more time. Good, another sequence. We inhale, right leg up and back. Bring the right knee to the chest. Push the mat, lift again. Right leg up and back. Right foot forward. This time we send the back foot down and we come up. Warrior two. Nice. Okay, now we are going to send that right knee a little further down. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. And we'll take one time the reverse warrior, sending that right arm up and over. Keep opening through the chest. Then we return. Good, now we are going to move the torso towards the front leg and we are going to imagine we are holding a beach ball above the head towards the right. So send those arms up, head back, chest up towards the ceiling. Keep bending the front knee, pushing to the back foot. Good, back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. If you need, bring the back foot a little closer. Good, from here, triangle. We lengthen, send the hips back, right hand down, left arm up. Rolling the shoulders back, again, we spin the belly up. Take the stomach and the chest towards the ceiling. One more breath. Firm the glutes towards the front of your body. Good, then we come back up and we bend the front knee again. Good, last portion. Bring the hands behind you, lace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good, and if you need, you can move your right foot a little bit out towards the right because we want to bring our trunk inside that right leg. You're going to move your arms behind you, shoulders away from the ears, releasing the head. And see if you can send the right hip back as you drop the trunk, but try to move your right ribs away from your right thigh. So without touching, maybe like 1 millimeter away. Take a deep breath in and out. And one more. Good, then slowly inhale, come back. Re-extend the arms. Good job. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, back to downward facing dog. Good, from here we are going to come into a plank pose. Options I'm going to give, first right hand goes a little further forward towards the right corner of your mat. Roll over to the right side for a side plank. If you need to put the left foot in front of you for support, do that one, it's very helpful. And you lift the hips as much as you can. If you have these and you can go further, then we'll add the other leg. But try to bring the chest up, right shoulder in. And then if you want, if you can keep the hips high, you bring that left leg next to the right one. Left arm up, head back a little. Good. Back to plank. Lower. Inhaling cobra pose. Exhaling downward facing dog. And a big breath in. And a big breath out as I switch. Good, let's go with that second side. Inhaling, left leg up and back. Left knee to the chest. Push the mat, lifting to the nose. Re-extend, left leg up and back. Left foot forward. Back foot comes down. And we'll start the whole sequence on the other side. So now warrior two. Left side. Back foot pressing down. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Let's reverse it. Inhale. Keep bending the front knee. Push into the outer edge of your back foot. Slowly back to the warrior two. Nice. Now we're going to imagine we have that beach ball towards the left. So I'm trying to create a diagonal, holding my belly up, chest up. Good. Back to the warrior two. Straightening the front leg. Walk that back foot in. Nice. Let's lengthen towards the front, hips back. We come to triangle pose. If you activate your glutes and squeeze them towards the front of your pelvis, that will give you more opening in the front. Send the right ribs down towards your hip and then open through the shoulders, lean back. You can always gaze down towards the toes if the neck feels uncomfortable. Good. Then we slowly inhale, coming back. Again, we go to warrior two. We are almost there, beautiful. From here, we lace the fingers again behind the lower back. This time, switch the thumb, the one that feels unusual. Roll the shoulders back, extend through the arms. Good. If you want, you can open your left foot to the left, just a smidge. If you don't need, no. And then I'm going to hug the abdomen in, keep my shoulders moving away from the ears as I fold inside the left leg. Neck and head, they are grounding towards earth with gravity, but I'm trying to move my shoulder blades away from my earlobes. Send the left hip back towards your right heel. Then slowly return. Re-extend the arms. Nice. Let's bring those hands down, back to down dog. Last portion, we come to plank. This time I'm going to send my left hand a little closer to the left corner of my mat, so it's in front of my shoulder. Roll over your left. Put the right foot in front if you need. Lift the hips. Roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades towards one another. Good. You can stay here, sending the right arm up. If this is enough, it's enough. If you want to add that right leg on top, keep lifting through the hips, glutes in. One more breath. Back to plank. Last vinyasa, coming down. Good. Inhaling cobra pose. And we exhale, release. Child's pose. Let's widen the knees. Bring ourselves back. Relax the head. And I'm giving you 1 full minute to reset. Good. Just checking. We are all good. Super. Trying to return to a fluid pace for your breath. Noticing the heartbeat, possibly agitated, maybe not so much. I'm talking and doing at the same time, so for me it goes a little faster. Give yourself this moment to acknowledge. Two more full cycles, breathing in and out. Good. And then slowly from that child's pose, come back up. Good. We are going to keep this shape for a moment, like this. And I'm going to mirror you guys. So I'm going to send both my hips to the right. And I'm going to sit there. My legs, my feet are over to the left. Okay? Good. If you need a blanket to create more balance in between one side and the other, please do so. And now I'm going to bring left hand outside the right knee. The right hand is behind me for support. I'm going to inhale and lift the spine, the front, and then twist towards the right. Inhale and exhale here. One more, relaxing the face. Good. Then I'm going to slowly come back. And just for one breath, I'm going to the opposite side. Inhaling. Exhaling, we come back. Good. Now I'm going to move my hips, my sitting bones to the opposite side. It's the left for you guys. My legs are to the right. If you need something like a blanket to balance that seat, put it there. Good. Now I'm going to send my left hand behind me for support. Right hand is coming outside the left knee. Inhale, lift the front. Exhale, twist to your left. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting through the spine. Relax also in the face, any areas that you may be tensing. Good. Then when we return, we bring both arms and trunk towards the right for one breath. Good. And then back to center. Beautiful. Extend the legs in front of you for a moment and shake the legs. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Make your heels push into one another, holding with your hands or a belt. Lengthen from the groins out to your knees and try and sit tall. Rolling the shoulders back. You can close your eyes here. We'll stay for a few breaths. Notice if your jaws are tense, relax your tongue. Let there be space inside your mouth. Good. Option to add a fold here if you want. You can put a support in front of you if you need it, or just open through with the elbows, push a little bit into the legs to open a little more and then release. Then we slowly lengthen, lift back up. Good. I'm going to leave my left leg in like the butterfly shape, but I'm going to extend the right leg out. Okay. Good. For you guys, right? I'm against or mirroring. Good. Now from here, and keeping that heel next to my pelvis or as close as I can make it, And I'm going to take my right arm inside the right leg. You can hold the shin, the ankle, anywhere, or take a belt if you need. Belly and chest moving up towards the ceiling. Left arm comes up and over. Don't think of going super far. It's just opening up that side. Try to ground through your sitting bones, mainly also into the right leg. Press it down. Then inhaling, we come up. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Let's bring that right heel in, left leg out. I'm trying to bring that heel towards my pelvis, sitting tall. If you need, I forgot to say, but if you need support underneath the sitting bones to make yourself a little bit more elevated, that can be beneficial as well. Good. Now I'm going to send my left arm inside the left leg. I'm going to spin the chest and the belly up towards the skies, trying to keep those shoulders moving down and away from my ears. So the blades are coming towards each other behind the chest. Right arm up and over. A few breaths. Inhaling, we get back up to the seat, releasing. Beautiful. Re-extend your right leg, bring them both towards each other, shake them a little. Good. Coming onto our mats, keep a block close by or something that replaces a block, like a few books. And we are going to come onto our backs for a moment. Put the right foot on top of the left thigh. Bring the knees towards the chest, right arm inside the right leg, catching the left leg anywhere. Stay here for a few breaths. Feel the breath moving into your abdomen and also expanding into the back of your stomach to expand the lumbars and find more release in the lower back. Good, then we slowly release so we can switch sides. Left foot on top of your right thigh, bring the knees towards your chest, thread the left arm inside the legs. One more breath here. Good, then slowly release, put the left foot down. Good, okay, let's take a block for a supported bridge pose, either flat, medium, or very tall, the one that works for you. If you have lower back pain or something going on in your lumbars, then I'm going to say don't go high, go as low as you can. And then from here, press into your feet, lift the pelvis at the height that you want for the block. And from there, I'm going to walk my shoulders away from the neck, squeeze the blades into one another, and bringing my fingertips towards my heels. Good, and I'm going to stay here for a moment, opening the chest. Relaxing the head down. And maybe tucking those shoulder blades a little bit more. Option here to go a little further by extending the legs. Sacrum moves in, glutes are acting or active to squeeze towards the front of your pelvis. Good. One more. Then slowly bend the knees. Lift through the pelvis. Take the block to the side or the prop and return. Take a breath here. Good. Option to add one more bridge pose without the support if you want to go a little bit more intense or active. In the opener, same idea, but we don't use the block. We move the arms down. You can use your elbows or catch the mat with your hands or just push down with your hands into the sticky. And then pressing into the feet, you lift up into the bridge pose. Glutes active again, hips up. You can lace your fingers behind the lower back. Again, tucking those shoulder blades in, pressing through the inner and outer edges of the feet to lift the hamstrings up. If you're not taking this version, just wait for us. You can add the block again. And then slowly release, coming back down. Taking a moment here for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Then we're going to send the feet to the edges of the mat. Let both knees drop to the right foot on top of the left knee. And I'm going to send the left arm up and over the head to feel that stretch all over from the side up to the left fingertips. You can leave the right arm to the side. Don't push your right foot down onto your knee. Just let gravity bring that side down. Adding a little bit more opening there, maybe a stretch. One more breath. Good, then take that right foot out back to the edge of your mat, bringing both knees back to center, release the left arm down. We switch sides. We let both knees drop to the left foot on top of your right knee. And now I'm going to extend right arm up and over the head. Relax the body down to earth. One more breath here. And then slowly release that left foot. Bring the knees back to center and release that right arm down. Beautiful. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Maybe a little bit of circling. So the pelvis gets a massage. The lower back. We'll go back and forth a few times, side to side. Beautiful. And then your choice, if you have a space at a wall and you want to bring your legs up for Savasana with that support to stay there until the end, or just come towards Savasana and rest your whole body in the supine shape. As we come to rest, corpse pose, we release the weight of the bones. We drop into gravity. We tune into it. We surrender. And we receive the gift of this practice into our bodies, into our hearts and soul. Receive a deep inhalation through the nose. Big exhale. Keep the face soft and the eyes kind as you slowly and gradually add movement to your fingers, toes, maybe your feet, perhaps the head moving from side to side. Whenever you feel ready, bend the knees, place your feet on your mat, or you can stay there until the end, it's all good. If you're ready to bend the knees and roll over to the side, do so, and then we'll meet, if you choose to join the last posture, in a seat to close this journey together with the palms in gratitude coming together to the heart. Returning to the awareness of our breath, moving into our center, the inner gaze going towards that sacred space. We sit in that place of steadiness, ease, joy, and peace. In gratitude for this practice and to all our teachers, we bow into our hearts. Namaste.